Hi YouTube, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, we're going to install VS Code on a Chromebook in 2025. The first thing we need to do is we'll go over here to this circle over here, which is the launcher. And we want to go on down and click on settings or search for settings in the launcher. And then on the left-hand side, we can go to About Chrome OS. From here, we can scroll on down. We have this option to turn on the Linux development environment. We're going to click Setup. And a wizard's going to pop up. We'll click Next. They've got a username here that I think is based off your email. I would change it now if you really want to change that. Otherwise, you can just leave it as is. And they also have a recommended disk size. That's easy to change at a later point. I'm going to leave both the same. And of course, you can install Linux and then just uninstall it if you mess something up. So it's kind of a nice way to kind of play with a virtual machine here. But anyways, I'm going to click Install, and I'm going to let that go ahead and install. That's going to take a few minutes. I'm going to let the video run so you can see in real time how long it takes. Okay, and we see already that a terminal has popped up. Once the terminal's popped up, you have Linux installed. I'm going to close out the settings here, and you can right-click and pin this to the taskbar if you want to use the terminal a lot. I use it a fair amount, so I'm going to pin it to the taskbar. At the time of this recording, we're getting this notice here. If you want to get rid of that, you can just actually just highlight it here, and it'll automatically copy it. And then you just do Control-Shift-V to paste it, hit Enter, and you won't see that message again. I'm going to clear everything out. One of the things when installing VS Code, so if I go up here and I see VS Code on Chromebook, if I search for that, we'll have this page that comes up. It says Learning with VS Code on Chromebooks, and this is from the official code.visualstudio.com website. It's their blog. You see it's a bit dated. It's 2025. This was written in 2020. So you want to enable Linux on the Chromebook. And if you go down here, you'll see it says, well, after we update everything, we got to do that. But we're going to install the GNOME keyring. You can do the -y flag at the end here. We could try it before. It doesn't really matter. That really isn't necessary. It'll still go ahead, and I think it still installs it. But I like to run it anyways. So let's go and do that. So anyways, I'm going to expand this, get this a little bit larger for you. And let's make sure everything's up to date. We're going to type sudo apt-get update, and then 2 ampersands sudo apt-get dist-upgrade. And then we'll do a -y flag to answer yes to any additional space. I'm going to let that run through, and I'll let the video go just to show you how long it would approximately take. Okay, and that's run through and updated everything. Let's clear everything off here. And now if we want to install the GNOME keyring, we'll type sudo apt-get-y or actually install, I think, -y gnome-keyring, hit enter, and that's going to go ahead and install it. You can also do the -Y flag at the end. Okay, and that's gone ahead and installed. Once we've done all that, we can just simply, close this out here. And what we want to do is we want to go to code.visualstudio.com. And what I usually just do, I'm typing out the address, but I just search for VS Code, and it brings me right to the site. So it's code.visualstudio.com. We want to download the .deb file. Now, if you're on an ARM-based Chromebook, I'm on an Intel-based Chromebook, so just downloading the .deb here will work. If you're on an ARM-based Chromebook, I've done this on ARM-based Chromebooks, you want to, again, do the .deb file, but you want to do probably ARM64 if you're 64-bit or ARM32 if you're not 64-bit, although I think most computers nowadays are 64-bit. I want to do, if I do the .deb from here, it's going to be the x64 for the Intel chips. And that's going to go ahead and hopefully download, and that didn't work. So let's just go back to the site and just download it from here. Again, that was a little bit of an issue, and sometimes stuff like that will pop up. Okay, so it's now downloaded. I'm going to click Show in Folder. It's in my Downloads folder, along with some other stuff I'm doing to help out students and some screen recordings here. Anyways, we're going to find the file and just right-click and click Install with Linux. Now, you want to make sure your internet connection is good because it has to fetch some details here. And I want to click Install and then OK. And again, I'm going to let the video run here to show you in real time how long it's going to take. If you have an internet connection that's a little bit slower or a little bit slower computer, it could take longer. You see that stuff goes away. But I want to go back to my launcher here, and if I go on down, and I'm watching here my Linux apps, so it hasn't fully completed the install process yet. So what I'm waiting for is the VS Code icon to pop up right here. So I'll just let that go, and we'll see how long it takes. And there we go. We got the icon that pops up. Now I can right-click on this icon. I like to pin it to the shelf. I mean, you don't have to, but you can go to your launcher and then find your app if you prefer doing that. I just like to have it easily accessible. And I'm going to click on the icon. And the first time you open it up, it does tend to take a little bit longer, although we see that this is pretty quick. Because it's writing I believe it's writing the .config files and so on and so forth. Now it's going to walk you through the setup in case you want to do that. I'm just going to mark done. You can choose to show the welcome page on startup always or uncheck it if you want. And there you go. You got VS Code installed on your Chromebook and you're ready to start working on files that you would save in the Linux part of your file. So if I wanted to, let's say, open a folder, this is going to go to my Linux, and I'm doing air quotes even though you can't see it, desktop. And then I can create a folder in here, open that folder, and begin to work on it in VS Code. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.